This is Rise of Harlock, episode 26. Oh, look how good it looks. Let's zoom in on you guys. Whoop. Sweet. So, episode 25, the Ghosty ones. You started out facing down the Kikamar Queen boss fight. And you guys took it pretty well. You had a huge crit from Sylvia on a sneak attack. Did some good damage. You had a lot of really good wisdom saving throws. A lot of healing went out. A lot of tankiness. I think Ekanik missed maybe one shot through the entire night. And you guys dropped the Kikamar Queen pretty easy. Also thanks to some helpful advantage awards from the gods and Sable. Helping people beat their wisdom saves. After killing the Kikamar Queen and looting some loot and passing out the loot, Baba Yutaga rose from the waters in a very horror fashion, made her way to shore, and was interested in learning about what had happened to the heart. You guys took a rest. While she was there, she crawled up the walls, her neck spun, and she watched you all night as she watched, and Sylvia watched her back, having a stare off for a good 8 hours, the longest unblinking stare off in Erenel history. You led her to where the heart was, but she went on ahead, unbeknownst to you all. And as you came around the corner, her chest cavity was exploded apart, ripped apart, exposing her insides, her heart, and she was absorbing what looked to be a small nucleus, shaped like a little baby Ursus bear, and she was pulling it into her chest. Seeing this, you all ran up towards her and started to attack her, trying to stop her whatever means you could. Daggers, short swords, bows, scythe attacks, the works. Lucan had grabbed the nucleus, hit it with Echo, and Echo jumped away with the nucleus in his mouth. Everything that you said and every time you attacked Baba Yutaga, she seemed to just take the damage and could not stop. She just wanted to absorb this thing into her body so badly. Once she died, after the whatever spell ritual she was performing was cancelled, the nucleus randomly chosen one of you and chose Ekanik, basically springing into Ekanik's body and becoming one with her. And upon that, Ekanik, her eyes became a black, soulless, purplish color. Although she didn't feel different, but the four of you that were staring at her saw this transformation happen. And then you walked outside the Kikamar Caverns, the cave. And as you walked outside, you noticed that Yarb and Dorth, your Etten friend, Lucan's riding horse, and Silas's Nevermore steed was gone, which Silas easily rectified and summoned his Nevermore steed to his side. So we pick up, I'll leave this campfire up just for now, just for visual, but you guys are just emerging outside of the Kikamar Caverns. You have, Silas has just summoned his steed. Ekanik, your eyes are crazy and weird. And it is looking up at the sky. You would be able to tell pretty quickly, pretty easily that it's a little past midday, maybe like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a clear day for the most part. So, Ghosty ones, what would you like to do?
Do we see Baba's hut around anywhere?
So, looking around, yeah, nothing. No signs of the hut, no giant chicken footmarks.
Do I know what Yarv and Dorth are wearing? I assume I would.
Like clothes-wise? Or like
Yeah.
armor-wise? Clothes-wise?
I guess any identifiable object to cast Locate Object on them?
So you know they have, one carries a really large battle axe, one carries a large Morning Star. They have a fairly basic tunic cloth that covers their body.
Could I do Locate Object on the Morningstar?
Sure.
Oh, I need to give myself a spell. Oh no. As long as they're It's within 1,000 feet.
So they are about. Oh, you like the little concentration thingy? See how you're on your token now? There's a little symbol.
Oh.
Yeah, it automatically puts it up there.
Yeah.
And if you take damage, it should automatically like pop up on your screen to roll con save.
That's awesome.
They are due north about 400 feet deeper into the forest. Seems like their object that you picked is not moving. But they are within range of your spell.
Okay. I think Yarb and Dorth are that way. Just a little bit. Guys, if we wanted to go find them. See if they're okay. Lucan's horse.
Yeah, we probably should, I suppose.
Well, you want to go with me, Sylvia?
Sure.
I'll go with you too. They might be in danger.
Okay. Then we'll go, I guess, 400 feet north. Probably stealthily, because it's nighttime.
Like stealth
Did you
checks?
say it was midday?
Yeah, it's like a little past 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh! Screen's just like pitch black.
Oh, yeah. Or I can do, maybe this will be easier.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
So making your way north. If you want to do it stealthily, give me stealth. Silas is at disadvantage.
I don't think it matters. I'm gonna do it anyways just to see how bad.
You guys!
Ah!
You're second though.
Told you. I don't roll anything over a 10 in Foundry.
Well, let's get the bad rolls out now.
You shake them off. Get them out of there.
Except you did when you were checking your weapon out.
That was in roll 20 though.
No.
Oh, you mean in this? Yeah. Sorry.
Your short bow, you rolled 16.
Okay.
So you march through about 200 feet or so. And as you are like crouching down, trying to be quiet as you're stealthily moving through this forest, it's just a barrage of stepping on twigs and like loud leaves, crunkling leaves. And it's just Ekenix up front, almost invisible, and everyone behind her is just like.
Hey, Lucan, do you still have the wand I gave you?
Yes, I actually have it in my bag. Are you curious on sending to anybody?
I don't have any answers for our current predicament, but
I have a feeling if they heard something in their heads, they wouldn't know what to do.
Perhaps
Oh,
I could
no.
try calling one of your siblings that you say might be here.
that might be a good idea.
How far does sending go?
Anywhere on the plane.
Oh, is it?
Just let me know when you've decided what you want to do. The wand's not going anywhere.
Let's
Crunch,
find
crunch,
Yarb and
crunch.
Dorth and yeah, I think I'll message one of them.
After about 250 feet or so, about 150 feet from you, you can hear the unmistakable sound of Yarb and Dorth grunting at each other, and they sound like they're bickering amongst themselves. You're a little out of the way to hear what they're saying to each other, but you can hear their voice echoing through the branches.
They're up ahead. Let's go. You can make one to sneak up on him. If she can't. She won't be able to, but.
Yo, this is a spooky forest.
Can you guys see the map names at the top when I switched to them?
Random spooky.
Yeah.
Random spooky. That's real good.
The spooper.
So as you get closer, you come around the bend here. When you get, since you went up this far, the growth is much more overgrown here. it's much more harder to move stealthily as roots are now like protruding, exploding from the grounds around you, and it's almost like a canopy above that blocks out much of the sunlight, although it's still enough to give sight. As you get closer, you can hear Yarb and Dorth. Yarb, the unmistakable, the one that's more of the combatant, more of the fighter. You'll do nothing, Dorth. Yard crush, little bug. And then you hear Dorth. Dorth, help crush bug and protect horse, as Master wanted. Or wait, Lord of the Kitchen wanted. You come around and they're sitting on the ground when you come around, and there's a large Kikamor warrior that has been just smashed in half. You see these battle axe wounds and these Morningstar wounds in the large bug. The riding horse looks a little scratched up, like it took some damage, that it got hurt. But it now is very close to Yarbendorth, almost like it's looking to it for protection. As Yarbendorth, they're arguing with each other. And they are so unaware they do not hear your 5s and 6 stealths as you approach them.
Oh gosh. Just sneaking. It's so dumb. I imagine we're all just moving like this. Like, hey! Yarb and Dorth, what are you doing?
They turn around and the left arm, the Yarb arm, flexes and he takes his axe and he smashes into the Kikamor. I crushed bug, protected horse. As you wished.
Great job. That's wonderful. Thanks.
Are you proud of Yarb?
Well, did Yarb do it, or did Yarb and Dorth do it?
Yarb do it, Dorth did nothing. Dorth helped her just as much as Yarb.
Yeah.
They're like looking at each other now. Blah, blah, blah.
I think you both did a great job, because while one person was killing the bug, the other person was probably helping the horse survive, so. Lucan, here's your horse.
Yes, and it looks like he did a great job. She seems to be in good condition. I mean, he's like quickly checking to make sure the horse isn't in like a critical state.
It looks pretty good. Just a couple scratches, but no HP lost.
All right, then I'll hop on top of the horse.
Can I move to the back? How do I do that here?
Guess we can go now.
So Lucan can drag his token onto the horse. If Lucan
How does one
actually
do that?
does Lucan have control of the horse?
I do, yeah. Because I just put him on top. I don't think he's on top for you guys.
Am I underneath my horse then too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I was
It
curious why
shows-
the horse was just taking the lead.
Yeah, 'cause like on my screen it shows me on top of the horse.
Yeah, we definitely need to get that mounted module.
Yep.
Okay. So Yarb and Dorth, happy to see the group continue to bicker. But your group is together again.
Well, now that we know that Yarb and Dorth are still alive, where do we go from here?
As he says that, you see that little crow that's there on the branch? Can I take a shot at that?
Sure.
It's always gonna be there.
Hey, that
Damn it.
is almost over 10.
Almost.
So you guys are bickering. Lucan's behind his horse, and all of a sudden this short bow arrow flies, and you hear, and you see the raven drop, fall onto the ground. Arrow sticking through its chest.
I'm gonna retrieve the arrow, but leave the crow there.
Okay.
As I say, that's
Lucan,
rude.
I guess before we decide where we're going, maybe I should send one of these messages.
Sure,
Yeah.
I just need to know what you want to send, and to whom.
Hmm.
Better yet, you can think of that while we go to our destination.
Well, we can only send a couple words, so I guess it can't be that hard. Try sending to my sister. My brother's kind of an asshole, I guess.
Well, whichever of the two you think is going to be more receptive.
Oh, she's going to be angry with me, I'm sure. But, she might be our best bet.
So if I'm not familiar with this Ursus, what are the likelihoods of it sending correctly?
That's a good point. Yeah, you're not familiar with her. I think we're
I
sending you
think
to
it-
be familiar.
Depends on how well I describe her.
That's a good point.
Isn't there like a concentration or difficulty level based on description?
This is all it says for sending.
Jesus.
Also, I didn't realize that was going to make a text bubble in the map. I apologize.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, describe your sister to Lucan, and then that should be fine.
Oh, let's see. Well, Vesca has a slightly darker white fur than I do. She's only about, I don't know, a couple heads shorter than I am. Usually wears some really odd-looking glasses. I don't know. I never really asked her about that.
How
Dad
big are
always
they?
said she couldn't. For what? Her glasses?
Are they like this big? This big?
They're kind of tiny. I don't know.
Circular? Square? I need all the. I don't want to send this to a random Ursus.
I can't really say that I would really know. I think they're circular. Dad always used to complain that she couldn't see anything. We ended up getting them from some human merchant. I don't remember. I would say circular. She always has like a bunch of books on her. Always writing in one. I don't know.
Alright, well, how about we put this on the side for now, give you some time to think about what your sister looks like, and we can head out to wherever we're going. Because I don't want to use up all the wand to send it to potentially nobody.
How long does it take to unattune and reattune to things?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
If you want to try to send off that, I'll have you roll an intelligence check as Lucan, just to see if it works. With a pretty low DC. Or, yeah,
sure.
you could swap 30 minutes and then give it back.
I'm good with the roll. Either that or at night, we can always just do the attunement swap while we're, like, resting.
Yeah, whatever works.
So what would you want to send to her, then?
Just
Hello,
tell her
I'm-
we're in. Just tell her it's Yuska, and we're in the Brimite Forest, and we may have stumbled on something she would be very interested, and also my brother would be very, very interested in, and if she could help, that would be great. I don't know how to word that in 25 words.
Hello, this is Yuska's friends. We are in the Brimai Forest. We need your help very, very badly. Just gonna leave it at that.
Well, how are they going to
Hadith would
contact
be
us?
very interested.
I whispered
We
one
can
of
always do a second sending.
you. One of you will see a whisper in Foundry from me.
How will they get to us?
The 5 just hits the DC, so it just goes through.
That's pretty apt for the description I was given.
I mean, you're asking Yuska. I'm sorry, I'm just a big dumb bear.
So Lucan with the wand whispers, waves the wand. The message goes out. And it's up to that person who I whispered how they want to respond.
Well, I know I didn't get the whisper, so whoever it is, hurry up. While they're responding, we should figure out where the ghostly ones want to go.
I mean, I vote for going to see Catchweed.
Well, as long as Catchweed won't take too long, I really do think we should head back to Nova Vaasi and start trying to help Ikanik.
Well, perhaps Catchweed can help with that.
I'm not sure about you, but I don't really think Catchweed would be the help I would want.
Yeah. Lucan, I think I just heard you twice.
Pardon?
I heard you say the same thing twice.
I'm pretty sure I didn't repeat myself. I did not talk about Catchweed twice.
Well, you started talking, and then you stopped talking, and then you started talking in my head again.
What did I say in your head? Because I didn't...
It was to Yuska's sister. I don't think it reached her.
Or...
Oh no.
Or it did.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I gotta message my brother, and he is going to be very angry.
I saw that whisper, Bruce, and I was like, I don't know who he's talking to.
Oh boy.
Alright, well, either the sending failed, or the worst possible option in that nucleus, that tiny Ursus was your sibling, like I thought it might have been. Just, I thought it was your brother, not your sister. I didn't even know you really had a
Is he
sister.
dead? No.
Well, the hag was definitely up to something. I almost would have thought it would have been me. The
Maybe
deal that
killing
we
his
made,
sister.
I don't know. My brother will definitely know. But, to be honest, I did say he was kind of an asshole, but something happened when we were younger, and that's one of the reasons why he's up here, and why my sister followed. But I think I might know why, but this might be something that they're dealing with.
If
We
you
were
give
definite-
me an accurate depiction of him, I could warn him that both you and your sister are in danger.
He might already be looking for her. But
Wait,
he's not as...
Do we want him to know where we are?
I will definitely have to talk to him when he gets here, but he's the type to attack first and ask questions later.
die.
He was always a great hunter, but
If you're worried about
last
him, if you're worried about him fighting us, we could tell him to meet us at Nova Vaasi.
he won't necessarily fight us, but if he looks at Ikanik, he might be
Then
a
I-
little
I-
drastic.
Then I
But he would-
suggest,
No.
well, if you're that worried, we could go to Nova Vaasi and hide Ikanik inside our house, or even the Lantern
He's-
Priests.
He was always very good at what he does. I don't know if he came up here.
Why would I be killed or attacked by your brother? I don't even know him.
I'm gonna just shift out of my bag my steel mirror and just face it up so she can see her own reflection.
You see your eyes, soulless, blackish purple.
Oh. Oh.
don't know much about why they came up here. My sister had only mentioned a couple things. Some very interesting books. They were very difficult to really understand. Now that I think about it, the descriptions of them almost matched what we encountered with the druids. Well, that little group that we had there, or that we found before we came into the forest.
You think your sister might be one of the druids?
No.
Or in league with
No,
them at
she was
least?
always very conscious of such things, but if the hag was able to convince her into becoming that, or at least providing a way to make her into whatever this thing is, then that would have only had come through offering something almost similar to what she offered me, the staff. But they encountered these books with cultists, well, she described them as cultists anyway, further south. They had encountered a group of them well, he had, when he was out hunting, and he managed to deal with all of them. He found some things that they were carrying, and it was almost like he had lost his mind. I don't know. It's just the way he described what they were doing, it was almost unbelievable, but everything we've encountered in this forest seems almost mild.
So, was it your siblings or your god that brought you here then?
I don't know anymore. I don't know if he'll be able to help us with Ikanik's problem, but he would at least be able to give us some insight. At least he's the best reference I can think of.
Well,
But
either way,
he's brash, and I don't know if he's been affected by them even before he left, or what's going on. But there's a lot of reasons why I don't want to bring him in. But he's the best answer I have.
well, if you do want to talk to your brother, it'll have to wait till morning. So it'll give you some time to make an accurate message and visage of your brother. The wand has no uses left.
Sorry, little buddy. I didn't think coming here would... I don't know. I was just supposed to heal the forest, or help heal what was up here. Between these vacuous ones and this corruption, I don't know.
Well, we need to decide what the best course of action for Ikanik would be. Because if you were here to clean this corruption and this blight, I'm not sure how safe having Ikanik leave the forest would be. After all, this corruption was those hearts, and now that whatever was in one of those hearts is in her now.
Yuska's sister.
Perhaps, or
If Vespa
perhaps
is here,
the description wasn't accurate. We don't know for sure. It's likely that it is, but
I don't think a spell like that would have rebounded to Ikanik.
are you sure?
know.
I know nothing of these vacuous ones. For all we know, it feeds on magic, and using that spell is just like feeding it.
Hey, Yuska,
Yuska is going to point his staff and shoot off a produce flame, just like way, like going past Ikanik, but like way up in the air, just to test and see if it rebounds to her.
Okay. Produce flame floats up into the air over the tree line. Kind of like you shot off like a SOS. Just
Yeah, kind of like a flare.
Yeah, it soars off.
Why?
You hear 200 feet maybe to your west-ish.
It's time to go.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think the magic or any magic is rebounding to her, so
That's not the concern anymore. Something else is here.
Or he killed it.
It came from
I'm
the
gonna look in
west.
like the direction of like kind of in the air of the shot. Do you see a bird falling? I don't. We need to either leave or get ready for a fight.
Okay.
no, we should probably get going. At the very least, the other hearts are in the direction of Nova Vaasi, so
Okay. Just,
Did we fully confirm that we were going to Nova Vaasi instead of Catchweed? Or
We have no idea where we're going.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Use your cam is being weird.
Yeah, I'm restarting it.
Okay.
To the froze.
I think for now we should just head like in a random direction, or maybe
Froze
back to the
again.
cave entrance.
I vote for going to catch weed.
I mean, we have to eventually go back by that rock with the bird and the trance stuff on it
Wait.
to go either way.
Do we want to try to find Baba Yataga's hut? I could do locate object again.
Let's get to that rock first, so we're safe. Because I have a sneaking suspicion there's a goat-like demon thing hunting us down now.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I have
Oh,
a
God.
sneaky suspicion that bird's not going to let us pass because of Ekanik.
I just can do
Well,
math
he
slow.
snuck past
Fine.
it the other time.
I did not. No, he caught me.
No, when we walked
We went-
from south to
We
north.
went wide around it. We didn't go next to
Yeah,
it the second time.
yeah.
So
Well, we can do the same thing.
if Yusuke will allow, Ikanik would like to go on his shoulders again.
yeah, sure thing, little buddy.
I was like, why are you hesitating, bro? Are we no longer friends? Because I ate your sister?
I'm gonna go with Lucan and have Benor go with Silas.
Now, if that sending had actually worked and it was instead his brother, you might be a little hesitant.
So you want to go towards the Malfestio? Or do you want to go around that? Do you want to go towards the bow around it? Or do you want to go like to speak to Malfestio?
No, towards it, but around it, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If we're gonna.
Yeah, we just want to get away from whatever it was that just heard the produce flame.
Sure.
And then once we get there, probably decide where we're going.
Whatever I may have accidentally hit.
Or rattled up. Remember that thing liked flame. Wanted to put all the flames out.
So you guys march
Yeah.
towards the same transportal Malfestio guarding stone that you saw before. It takes you a good time to get there, so it takes you almost 6 hours of walking. So as you go, not fully around it, but you're in the general vicinity, but a ways away to where you're comfortable. You're not in its hunting zone, the Malfestio's hunting zone. It does start to get dark. The sun does start to set. You could choose to push through the night if you want to, or you could camp for the night.
Can I cast locate object again?
Yeah.
On the skull that I talked to around Baba Yataga's hut.
Okay.
That will be another spell.
So it takes you a second. You start to spin around as you're right on Yusuke's shoulders. You cast locate object, homing in on that skull fence post that was the hag's barrier. Even though you're searching for it, you just can't seem to put a beat on where this object is. So you're looking around and you just can't find it.
I think that you can do that restore spell thing that you do sometimes. lesser restoration that I wouldn't know what it's called.
Not today, little buddy.
I think maybe that will help.
I don't think that will help with this kind of thing, but I'll prepare it for tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay. It's okay.
If nothing else, I'm certain my brother will be reluctantly helpful.
Is it going to hurt me?
Not if that's truly Veska that you've eaten?
Didn't eat it.
I would say unwillingly accepted.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't feel hurt.
Assuming this is what you guys are doing.
Don't like that my eyes are changed.
No, they don't look that bad. I mean, they look a little bit more on the terrifying side, which I'm sure in some instances that will be a bonus. More preferred, even.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you can just... If you need to scare somebody to do something for you, I'm sure it'll be a little bit easier. After all, it's not every day you see a black and purple swirly void eyes on a 3-foot tall bird.
I suppose. You know, like, I think your eyes look funny, and Hylas's eyes are red, and Benor doesn't even have eyes. So, you know, we all kind of have weird eyes. Maybe this is alright.
Perhaps. Hopefully it is.
Yeah.
Just from what I know, my eyes were given to me by Resmir, not from a void being.
Would it be worthwhile to just go talk to Catchweed while we're over here? I mean, he is on the way.
We're not too far away. I wouldn't be against it.
Even if you do get a message off to my brother, he might not respond right away. I don't know.
While they're all talking, I'm gonna tell Benor to stay here, and I'm gonna go off into the woods
Okay, where are
and
you
look
going?
for animals.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Hi,
tell her where I'm
Sylvia.
going. I'm just gonna leave.
Master goes where master wishes. Says Benor. So while they're talking, Sylvia, you're just heading off.
I'm heading off. I want to look for like some birds to shoot down, or like a squirrel, or
Why
I'm
do you
basi-
hate nature so much?
I'm basically just looking for an animal to kill.
Make a
That's-
perception
that's-
check.
Like serial killer stuff.
20. So about 20 feet from you, up in a tree, not too far up, you can see looks to be 3 or 4 of these like crows are sitting there cawing and kind of jumping back and forth on the branch.
I'd like to shoot at them, try and kill 1 or 2 of them.
Dude, there's some Avis symbolism going on. Make me uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
20.
The one of the 20?
The first one.
Lord.
We're back, baby.
The shot
Pretty
goes
much.
wide and hits the tree next to the crows, and there's a, and this you'd hear this at the campfire too. You hear wah, wah, and you see the crows just like jump out into the forest and start to fly away, rustling the leaves as they do.
Oh,
And then you hear,
you don't hear that? Or just silent? Sylvia.
Sylvia, you hear it. It sounds somewhat close to you. The rest of you hear it. It sounds a little ways off to the south.
Oh.
At that, I'm gonna stay where I am and try and try and find another bird or something to shoot.
Have we started our long rest?
I think
Nah, you're
so.
still chatting.
Sorry.
Lucan is now standing up with his mace out and book at the ready.
Did Yuska make our camp thing?
Well, that's why I'm asking, because it only lasts 8 hours. So if we're stopping to rest, I would have popped it open.
But we didn't start a long rest though. We're just chatting. Yarb, Dorth, don't attack anything until I say so, okay? Because there might be something coming.
Did you hear something? Yarb hear nothing.
Are your ears broken?
Yarb hear you speak. Ears seem fine. He takes
Is
his morning star and he goes, "Psh."
No.
I don't see.
No.
Okay. So Sylvia, a couple more of the crows kind of flock back down to the branch. And as they flock down and you're like crouched down, about to fire, you hear and you see this. Let's see. There was a way I could show this. Ah!
What on earth is that?
So it's
God,
about
I hate this forest.
this like cat like jaguar like creature that's almost as big as Lucan's riding horse is like making its way through this overbrush. Doesn't look like it knows you're there, but it's kind of crouching through and walking very slowly. So its giveaway as it kind of blends into the surrounding, but its large tail reaches up and you can see this blinking eyeball that kind of looks around like the eye of Sauron is like scanning the forest as it's crouching down in the brush.
I'm just gonna hide
Make stuff.
for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide and watch what it does.
Okay.
Oh.
The eye turns and looks over at you. And it just blinks. It's just the eyes now is just staring at you.
I'm gonna
Nice.
stare back at it.
It blinks again. And then its head emerges up. And it lets out that really loud at you.
At that, I'm gonna dash back to camp.
Oh, fuck.
So as you're dashing behind it, it's running.
Oh, God.
I just like imagine the entire party just sees me dashing out, and I just yell, "Run!"
I think it might be a bit late for that.
Run.
Don't worry, I got it, guys.
So as you see Sylvia just come bolting out through the forest, and as he does, this this large cat-like creature with a tail with an eye attached to it just comes bolting out after him. And with that,
Didn't you say you didn't prepare combat?
I was told this was an RP session.
Yeah,
Again,
man.
Tyler proves us wrong.
This motherfucker. Kill my kind.
so I shouldn't do that when I do this, but let me do that, and then Yarbadorf move on each turn. All right, so if you pop out your combat tracker, you can hit that initiative roll.
Combat
Ooh, yeah, high
tracker
roll.
is.
Little fist.
Thank you.
Right click on that and it'll pop out.
Oh, it's right click. Okay.
Is it set up already that I have advantage on my initiative rolls? Because I do have the range.
Probably not.
Open up your character sheet.
Yep.
Under special traits. Underneath, like, click on that and there should be a feat that says advantage on initiative.
Yes.
Oh.
So you rolled a 13,
Got it.
and this one's higher. So 18.
Sweet, thank you.
Okay, there we go.
All right. So, Sylvia, as you come bolting out of the forest, the Aryan absorber following close behind, the group sees what's happening, and because they haven't started long rest yet, they still have their armor and equipment, and they stand up. What would you like to do?
Does Benor go? Benor goes on my turn as well, right?
Yep.
Okay. As I'm running out, Benor sees me, and as soon as he sees me, he just runs up to it.
Okay.
And at that, as soon as I see him do that, I'm gonna keep running a bit and then turn and shoot it.
Okay. Protect master. 17 hits. Nice.
And that'll be then my turn.
Eek.
All right. Fail.
And his name is John C.
Every time. I'm going.
Name is Ikanik.
I'm going to shoot
Yeah.
with my long. I'm going to take out my short bow from my back, and I'm going to take 2 shots at the creature.
21 hits.
Instinctively. 1 damage. That sucks. Okay, and then the second one is going to have Colossus Slayer on it.
Got it.
Ow. But I don't know how to do the Colossus Slayer just yet.
Just click on the Colossus Slayer. Did
You're
you
right.
pull it down to your macro bar?
I didn't, because I didn't know I could do that.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Can we just, like, get out of Foundry?
There's all these bad rolls. It does make it easy to add damage, though.
And then, I'm gonna take a few steps around. Like, yeah, Thor, go attack it, go! And then, that'll be my turn.
So
And
they would-
Gravendorth will rush forward.
So they can
Well, you
dash
control
to
them,
there.
So, yeah.
Oh, he stepped on it. Yarvendorf dash forward.
As a bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark on the creature, and then my turn will be done.
You got it.
Spells. Oh, if I cast it, then it's just gonna
That's okay.
thing. Oh, okay.
If you cast it, it'll put the little... Yeah.
1 again. Why am I getting? That's my 3rd one in a row.
Foundry's pissed.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, we are called the ghosty ones for a reason.
I was
so-
doing so
Yeah, really.
well.
All right. This Aryan absorber makes 3 attacks, 1 bite or mind bolt, and 2 claws.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like the sound of Mind Bolt.
So it's going to bite Benor.
That is. Does it take both damages?
Yeah, 20 or 10 piercing, 3 force. So if you highlight them, and then you can do it should bring up like a little negative sign on the next to damage. The far left one. Cool. It's going to claw Benor.
If there's one thing we have, at least me and Revert have
Benor's
practice in, it's losing damage.
And then a claw on Yarb and Dorth.
I don't have their health or anything.
I go.
So
Bye,
Okay.
Benor.
Great.
It's nice knowing you.
He only had 13 HP.
No, he is 21.
He took 27 points of damage.
Oh, he was hit twice. Okay, sorry.
So the Aryan's over, just reaches up, bites down on Benor, and Benor, Master Protect, and he starts to get thrown around, and then you see
Oh.
Benor get clawed in the face and just dropped in the ground. Turns to dust.
no.
And then a claw comes across Yarvendorf's chest, and Yarvendorf, and then it just kind of spins and rotates a little bit as its eye turns and looks at Ikanik. Iska. I was
don't
doing
really
so
like
well.
I don't really like this forest. So Yusuke's gonna look at his staff, and he's going to just point it at the absorber, and he's gonna start draining the life from this thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast
Ooh, blight. That is a con save. I love how you just click on the token and hit save. So nice. That's a fail.
Yeah.
Dun-dun.
35 necrotic damage. This thing screeches out, and you see its skin turn this like blackish, moldish color in the blight. Still looks somewhat healthy. It does look like it took a lot of damage, but it's still standing.
And then Yarbendorf took some damage.
Yep.
For my bonus action, I will burn 2 bombs, which I have to manually do this because there's nothing. Yeah, that. So Yarbendorf heal for 11.
Got it.
What they hit for? No, more.
They got hit for 13, so that's most of it. That's my turn.
Lucan's up.
Alright, well, Yarbendorf doesn't look like they need much healing, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to Eldritch Blast this Absorber twice.
A 20 and 18, both hit.
And if it survives those 2 attacks, it gets pushed 20 feet away.
Okay. Oh, nice to put the marker on it. Blah. Takes a little bit, 20 feet away.
Is that an invocation? That's an invocation.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just got it.
So it gets blasted backwards 20 feet.
Oh, that screws me.
Apologies, I just didn't want it to hurt any of us.
It's like slides in the mud and rolls a bit. And it looks pretty wounded, but it starts to like try to stand.
Out of curiosity, would that prompt reaction attacks if Silas and Sylvia are next to it and stuff like that from being pushed?
No, so push attacks don't do opportunities. Only if they like wheeling them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Silas.
Well, there goes everything I was gonna do.
Oh, just 5 feet out of your range.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. I didn't know that, or I wouldn't have
Okay.
done the whole 20.
Well, I'm just gonna move there.
Okay. Silas rushes up, both scythes out. Sylvia, top of the round.
I'm gonna channel damnation that thing. Oh, I gotta set it up so it actually rolls damage and all that stuff.
That's right. So it's a 13 charisma.
Oh, it passes. So it
Success.
takes half damage.
1d12. This is an improv, man. I wanted to make a combat session and get everyone like used to an easier fight. 7, got it.
Then I'm gonna move back over here. And end.
Okay. So the chains roll through the ground, reaching up towards this thing. It jumps out of the way, but the chains burn the side of it. And eek.
Suppose I will make. Actually, I would like to move. I think I just do that. I do. Awesome. So I want to go that way. Oh goodness. And then I would like to shoot 2 more arrows at the creature.
Got it.
And the first, can I decide which one will be Colossus Slayer after? I shoot, not like before.
But yeah.
So it's when you hit it,
Yeah, once per
you
turn.
can just add the damage.
Okay,
That's fine. Yeah, whichever one you add to.
sure. First hit.
That's a nice piercing damage roll.
Yeah, I'll do it on that one.
Nice. Okay, that's some good damage.
And then the second hit. But I don't think any of them has the Hunter's Mark in it.
Mm-mm.
So I got to go to my spell. Do I have to click my spell every time? Because then that would wear down my spell slots.
That's
you can
why-
choose to not use it.
Make you a
Or, well, to
macro.
not use the spell slot.
Macro would be nice.
Yeah, probably like a roll, whatever the damage is. Probably the way to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a test.
That looks good.
Oh no!
Hunter's Mark. 4 damage.
And then I would yell out, Yarbdor, don't die! And that would be it.
The Arian Absorber shakes off some of the damage that it took. Rushes up towards Yarb and Dorth. Gonna make its bite. Did it pop up?
Oh no.
And its claw and its claw.
Oh wait, he did an attack.
So all 3 hit Yarb and Dorth. And Yarb and Dorth starts to look pretty beat after that after that 3rd claw attack. So it leaps forward, it bites onto Yarb and Dorth. They scream and he pushes it back, and as they push it back, it comes out with both claws and just breaks them across the chest and the cheek.
No.
And this time you see the tail, the eye now is starting to like spin in like circles, like it's searching for something. Goes to Yuska.
Would Yarp and Dorth be able to attack, or because I forgot to have him attack?
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
wait till next turn.
I'll make him attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yay!
Damn.
Wow.
Got it. So Yuska's up. The Orium Absorber looks, after those 2 attacks from Yarb and Dorth, it looks pretty rough.
Hold on, I've never used this spell before, so I'm just reading it real quick. There's no storm above us at all?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you got like a storm move? Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna call lightning. And I'll... Oh, wow. Yeah.
What?
So I'm gonna drop that right there.
Okay.
And drop it just behind him, so it's not, or the actual lightning strike right behind him, so it's not hitting Yarp and Dorth.
Sure. So a storm cloud appears above you, and then the
Wow.
lightning bolt flies down. The Inner Absorber dodges out of the way. Thank you for the follow, 7. And then he takes, is it half damage?
Yes.
Okay. So the lightning bolt smashes to the side of it, splinters some of the trees, and throws up some gravel and dirt. And the absorber falls to the side. It's having a hard time standing, but it's going to use its reaction to tail ray Yuska.
No. Oh. Wow.
Oh, I'm not good at those.
So Yuska make a dex save. It's going to try to so it also sends the lightning damage towards you. Should be, give me 4, 8. You take 4.
4 damage?
Yep. And he takes half of the half, and then you take the other half.
He's got absorbed elements, that little shit. Roll a concentration check, yeah.
So how did it look? Did it pop up like in the middle of your screen, or what did the?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. No.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, well, the storm's gone. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then bonus action, I will. Let's see, I can use 4. Yeah, I'll use 4 bombs. Or actually, no, I can only use 3. So yeah, I'll use 3 bombs.
on Yarb and Dorth.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, that healed as much as the 2. I feel cheated by the dice.
It picks him up over the real injured stage, the bloody stage. That's good. So lightning comes striking down. This bolt smashes into the absorber. The absorber's eye turns and shoots a bolt at Yuska, which causes the lightning above to disappear. And then Yuska falls back, throws out some healing spirit towards Yarb and Dorth. And Lucan.
Alright, so I'm going to start off by pointing my open palm at Yarb and Dorth, and I'm going to use 3 of my healing lights.
What the hell's going on?
Wow.
161. All right.
And then I'm going to move a little bit next to the Nevermore Steed, and then Eldritch Blast this Absorber again.
You got it. Ikanik feels inspired.
Oh. Thanks, box cutter.
Inspiration from the box cutter. With the second attack, Lucan, how would you like to do this?
Yes.
That eyeball of it's on its tail, it's gone. It's just gonna get obliterated by 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Nice. So the eye that shot the lightning out, you just see this Eldritch Blast smash into the eye and it sends it flipping out as the creature falls. When the creature falls, Yarb and Dorth, they look around. And they smash with their hammers. We did it! We killed it for you!
Well, yeah.
And now an eerie silence goes over this forest as this strange void-like creature lies just destroyed, dead in front of you.
Well, I guess we know what it was that was following us. Sylvia, good job bringing it to us, I suppose.
Yeah, that was an accident. Sorry about that, but I think it was gonna find us one way or another.
Maybe for the rest of our time in the Brimai, you stick with us. Let's not get separated if these things are running around.
I can take care of myself, but to protect you guys, I'll stay.
Sure about that? You ran to us pretty quick. Almost like you
Well,
were
yeah, I had to
terrified.
protect you guys. I could have fought it myself out there.
I'll remember that for if we run into these again. I'll probably just sit down and have some soup.
Fair
I
enough.
have background noise, Lucan, by the way.
Yeah, you hear your TV. Yarb and Dorth protects Sylvia. Yarb and Dorth mighty. Benor get crushed like little bug.
Oh, yeah. Yarb and Dwarf they're correct, Sylvia. You have a very unhealthy relationship with them.
Yes, I know.
He can make a wisdom save.
Oh, no.
Eat it. Eat the eyeball.
What's left
Yeah,
of it?
13 just passes. You look over at that dead void-like creature, and for a second, you wonder. I wonder what it would taste like over the fire, and then you shake it off.
Well, I do wonder, though. That's a very nice thought.
Is it a nice thought?
You can cook it if you want to.
I'm gonna go over to it, and I want to salvage. I'm gonna cut it up with my knife.
Sure.
My dagger, my battle chef dagger.
Okay.
And then if the eye is salvageable in any way, or something.
Ikanik, I wouldn't recommend eating this thing. I don't think it's from our realm.
Well, I don't think it's not okay to go to waste. That was not correct. But I think we should try it.
You can try, so I'm not getting close to that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Sylvia watches intently on what Ikanik is doing.
You see her walk over, you see her pull out her dagger, and the red runes light up, and she easily starts to cut through this dead void-like beast. cutting off the eye or salvaging the eye is super easy, and then you slice off some very. It looks like just some flank steak, and you just chop it off. Cuts like butter.
Great.
The Arbendorf look over at you. Ugh.
You don't want any?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Yusuke?
I think I'll pass, buddy.
Well, I mean, I don't know why everyone is like so hesitant against it. What about you, Silas?
No, I'm good.
Well, you don't eat anyway. Okay. You guys are weird. Well, I'll take the pieces off. I'll take the eye, put the eye in my backpack. And I'll just put the pieces next to the fire on some sticks to cook a little bit longer.
Okay. You have some void shish kebabs.
Ooh.
They start to roast over the fire. Eek. It smells pretty good as it starts to cook.
Oh.
The rest of you, it smells like tar. Just like it has like an acidic smell to it.
How do I add absorber eye into my inventory?
Go to inventory, go under probably loot,
Yes.
and there should be, you see like an ad in the right corner there.
I do see. Nothing popped up.
And then at the very bottom, go to the wrench. I'll let you edit.
Amazing. Okay, I would like to eat one of those meat kebabs. I don't know how many I got.
So I imagine the group is just like staring at her as she's preparing. She holds it up.
Yes.
Take a bite.
That's good. Yeah.
Make wisdom save.
Oh god.
You can't sigh. You did this willingly.
I mean, she would eat it. It smells fine.
6, okay. Eek, this thing tastes. This is the best meat you've ever cooked and ate in your life. It is the most delicious thing you ever eaten before. As you eat and you bite down on it, and you go to speak, you don't notice it, but until I tell you to, your voice is as deep as you can make it.
I can't do that.
I write down notes in my notebook while watching her.
Okay. She just.
Do you guys want any?
Oh, Kadith is gonna be pissed.
Should we not be concerned?
Why?
I'm not too sure. You're eating that of void.
I mean, it tastes fine, so
Lucan's gonna roll up his bedroll that he unrolled right before the fight, and he's just gonna move it like 20 yards to like the side, so he's like nowhere near you to Eek when he goes to bed.
Okay.
And he's gonna make an alarm ritual on himself, so anything walks within too close, he'll wake up.
Okay. So, would you guys like to take your long rest? Or is there anything you want to discuss as a group? Assuming.
how many?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, how many kebabs did I make? Ow.
So with your knife, and since it's so close by, you could probably make as many as you wanted to spend time to make.
Okay, yeah, no, it tastes great. I probably would like 5 rations, not including the one I ate.
Okay.
And 5 void kebabs.
Void kebabs.
After finishing the kebab, a couple minutes pass and your vocal cords return to normal.
Did I notice it at all?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Assuming Yusuke's going to shroud the camp, and then Sylvia's going to keep watch. Night comes to you all. As morning comes, Benor steps through the abyss and returns to Sylvia. He looks a little ashamed as he steps through and doesn't say anything. He just kind of sits down.
Oh.
What's wrong, Benor?
I did not protect Master.
You did, though. I'm still alive. Thank you for your brave sacrifice.
Oh. Oh. Master say I did good.
And this, my friends, is what we call sadomasochism.
So Benorth is, because he has no eyelids, his eyes are wide, he just... When morning comes, the sun rises. And as the sun rises, I gotta use my weather roll finally. Shaboop. Can you guys see my dome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before Lucan wakes up, Yuska will get us a little early and go try to shake him awake to get this message over with.
Okay.
You walk within 10 feet of me, and this large blaring alarm goes off, probably waking everybody up. And I'm just gonna like immediately palm open fisted facing at you, getting ready to like attack you, in case you were either Ikanik or another one of those eye things. Yuska, good morning.
I'm sorry. Can we get this
Right.
message over with?
Yeah. Yes, of course. Do you have a description of your brother?
He's a little taller than me, if you would
Like
believe that.
like an inch ahead.
He's about a head taller than me. In fact, when he left, he was exactly a head taller than me.
Of course, he was an exact head.
Well, I mean, I don't
Was his
know inches or
his fur?
whatnot. When he left, it was about as white as mine.
Is there any defining features that make you distinct from each other? I don't want to accidentally send you the message.
Oh, well, he's got plenty of scars. The one across his face he got from a hunting accident. Well, I don't think it was an accident.
Where was it on his face? And
almost like right down the middle, and then one across like his left cheek.
Okay.
Pretty nasty gash. When he was younger.
Well, that I feel sorry for him, I suppose. Anything else?
I don't know if he's gotten any other like gear since he's left. I would imagine he has, but he always carried a really nice longbow with him.
Okay.
Something our village our village gifted that to him. He was one of the big hunters for a little while.
Okay. And what is the message we want to send?
Tell him that. Well, tell him it's me. Tell him that we found Veska. And tell him that we've found some more of these cultists that he's been looking for. I don't know if he still hunts them. I would imagine, as stubborn as he is, he's on whatever sort of mission that he left to go on still, but...
Okay. And do we want to meet him somewhere in particular?
Make a wisdom save.
Well, I still...
Tell him that we're in the Brimai, and that we're heading towards Nova Vaasi.
Do you want me to let him to meet us at the Lantern Priests or outside the city gates?
He'll meet us wherever he wants to meet us.
Okay.
I'm certain he will probably tell. And if he doesn't, then he'll find us, I'm sure.
Okay.
He's He's very good at what he does.
Yuska and
He's
Vespa,
also kind of a bully, so if he's mean, don't be upset.
Yuska and Vespa needs help with your cultists. Meet around Nova Vaasi. Question mark as its own word. I need that to be like a distinct. I need an answer.
Okay. So Yusuke goes over to Lucan, sounding the alarm as he does. A slight drizzle takes over, just enough with the intelligence.
If you said Vespa, Yusuke is immediately like, Veska, Veska.
Okay, then I would say Veska. Sorry. Lucan would say the right thing. Joseph is dumb.
Hey, Coach Dan, thanks for joining Discord, bud. Glad to see you in there. So as you're preparing this, Ikanik takes another bite from the void kebabs. Everyone's starting to wake up. It's again delicious, but your voice does not change this time. The sending goes off. Then you hear, "What trouble has Yusuke gotten her into this time?"
Your brother wants to know what trouble you've gotten your sister into. He won't get an answer until tomorrow morning, but I'm sure he can wait.
Wait. But she went up here with him.
The Yusuke sending hits you this time. Coming from your brother. She went to find you and this is what happens. What did you do?
Sorry, it wasn't my fault. We came across a hag. She had us clear out some Kikamore on the east side of the Brimai Fort Timbers. She was inside this void heart thing. We're on our way to destroy them, but somehow one of my companions absorbed this thing. And when we tried to send a message to her, it rebounded back into my companion. I don't know if it's her, but I don't know how many words I can say in a sending back.
I think the response
You
is 25.
do.
Yeah. You get another sending. He is a pretty well-versed caster. And he says, I'm in the Chilean coast. It'll take time, but I will come to Nova Vaasi when I can. Don't do anything stupid.
Well, my companion might be harboring a vacuous one. We need to contain it. Obviously, Veska can't be helpful in this situation. I'll do my best.
That's all he sends. Then it's just silence after that.
He's probably gonna message Dad, and he's going to be so upset. Granted, our parents aren't really... They really never cared about anything. My father's easy.
Well, that's great, but we should get going. I say as I clap him on the shoulder and pick up my pack and just walk towards the rest of the group before I get stuck into a family story.
It's probably a good choice.
Walk in the campfire. You see Benor is he looks excited and giddy. And Ikanik's eating a kebab. I'm a bit upset. What's up, CB? Silas has gained advantage from the gods.
What?
Got it. Thanks, man.
Yusuke's just gonna mumble family drama to himself over where Lucan was, just sighing, his hand in his face.
Should it does? I suppose Yusuke heard. Does Lucan tell us what he heard from Yusu's brother.
All right, so we should get to that catchweed sooner than later. Yusuke's brother will be meeting us at Nova Vaasi. Not sure when. It sounds like it's going to take a while, but
So I can show you the map if you guys want to see like where he was talking about. If that helps.
yeah, that would help.
You would have no clue.
Bink. All right. So he said he was at the Chittering Coast, which is down here
Mm,
by Marzai.
So he's like at least 2 weeks away.
Yep, and so the map is to scale. But it means you can do like this.
Well, he's more than 2
Ah.
weeks away.
You can comfortably travel at a normal pace, 25 miles a day.
wow, that's so far away.
So just over, yeah,
Shows
two
you
and
how,
a half weeks.
shows you how far you guys have traveled to.
Yeah, you might want to message Nova Vaasi Lucan.
You guys would
We've
be
been gone for a while.
You guys would be there.
Yeah, we'll do that once I get the chance to.
You try to ship to. Maximum immersion. Okay, about the other side here. So the group puts their camp up on this new day. What would you like to do?
Well, should head towards, or do we know roughly? Can we remember really how far we are away from the Briar Palace?
Yeah, the glory of having a ranger lets you guys go anywhere you want without getting lost or
That
anything like
guy's
that.
the work.
So you know, from this point, it's about 6-7 hours walk to get there.
Let's go.
Yeah, we might as well make our way that way.
Right. So to the Briar Palace, you might see a couple random things on this map that I couldn't get rid of, but the five of you make your way up to the same large dome that you saw before. And you remember the tendril puppets that were in front of the entrance at the beginning are also still there. But you walk up to the massive taut vines held together by tangles and interlocked to form that same doorway. This time, though, when you approach, the two strange tendril puppets, they don't react hostilely this time. They just kind of stand there, their bodies being swarmed by the vines that go in and out of their nostrils and their mouths and surround them. But they don't do anything hostile.
Jeez. Sylvia just flew past me.
Sorry, I can take it slower if you guys want.
No, that's alright.
I had to stop and think for a second. Like, why can't I see like past Sylvia?
Yeah, the new
line of sight
shadows.
is the thing now. Yeah.
Line of sight walls. Oh.
As we're going, I'm gonna stop at the alchemist dude
Okay.
and talk to him.
Just imagine how, Brews, we'll have situations like, I don't know where people are. Oh my god.
There's gonna be some times where you guys will be entering. I'll
Is Benor with us still?
go bloop. Yeah, Benor's there. If you want to let the Eden won't fit and the horses won't fit, but Benor can follow you.
I would have left Benor with Yarbendorf this time.
Okay. So you step in. Carrion is in there. He has the same vials filled with blood that are being pumped into different types of bats and briar creatures. He's siphoning some blood, and he's implanting into other things, and he's leaning over the desk. Oh, good. And then as you step through, he goes, ah! He turns around really quick. Oh, it's you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I just come to check on your progress.
There's nothing better than trying it if you'd like to inject one into your veins.
Not unless you can give me accurate results. I don't want to die.
Oh, there's much work to be done.
Fair enough. I'll be back in a bit then. And I thought I'd leave.
Okay.
To go to the chamber with everybody else.
You got it. Box Cutterfly, the AC smells like corn chips. Oh no! You get to the chamber of the Thorn King Sanctum. Door is closed.
Chips sound good.
Are we able to open the door?
Go north.
What's cool is I click off you and I click on someone else and it shows the chat, your guys' view. I like that. Sweet. So,
Ooh, you're cutting out.
you might cut out for me.
Oh, it might be popcorn the whole time.
There you are. Oh, you smelled popcorn being made.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe. I hope so.
So Ikanik, as you come around the corner, you see another, similar to what you saw before. A briar man is standing in the courtyard here. There are vampire spawns woven into the ceiling around them, and they're slowly dripping blood. And then the larger one is hundreds of smaller briars. They're running around with their tongues out, catching the drops from the vampire spawn on their tongues. Almost like they're catching snowflakes in winter. They're just all running around, hundreds of them.
No. Alright, I'm leaving.
So did y'all make your way to the door? Did the sound go off when you clicked it?
Yep, it's locked.
When you try that, you push on the vines, they don't give, and then you hear, "Who is it? I'm in no mood to speak to anyone."
Am I anyone?
Then you hear, "Damn it!" The door opens, and inside you see Catchweed, as he was before. And you see the same adorned sanctum with the umbral tapestries and statuettes all around it. 2 wooden thrones. This time, both thrones are empty, and Catchweed looks like he's been pacing the room quite a bit. He looks like visibly distraught as the 5 of you enter his chamber. Was the deed done?
Where's your queen?
He points at Sylvia with his long, bony finger. Your grandfather took him from me. We had a deal.
Why did he take her?
He said, "Deal is over, take her to Nova Vaasi, blah blah, bitch.
Nova Vaasi?
He broke the deal. No more Brimai.
Who broke the deal?
Harlock, himself.
But why to Nova Vaasi?
Harlock doesn't say what he wants or what he does, he just takes.
Well, I suppose at the very least the hag is dead.
Well, that is good news." And then he turns and he kicks the wooden chair next to him. But now I'm a king with an empty throne.
You are also a king who owes us our payment.
I'm afraid your grandfather took everything from me.
Did he take your ability to make more of those steeds?
No.
Well, now that the deal is gone, perhaps you could make them for us. We have a city in need of horses.
This could be agreeable, yes. It will take time. If you wish to ride the skeletal war horses, like the Nevermore Knight that is in your midst.
I think you're catching me wrong. It's not for us. We need a lot of them. They're going to be for Nova Vaasi.
how many steeds do you think a hag's life is worth?
That hag? I would reckon a lot.
How many more steeds do you think returning my bride to me is worth?
That is a question that Silas gets to answer, not me.
We could always just take his life.
Out of character, Brews, how many horses would we need to make a unit if we were to do like army combat?
For just one unit, probably like 10. Not too many.
Is that just a unit with like 1 hit point though?
They would have 4 or 5.
Okay.
Because depending on how hard these horses are to make, we could get the ability to start training some humans or Nova Vaasi Sanguis, however many there are of those left. And we could have cavalry.
It's a good idea.
Assuming we still have Nova Vaasi to control.
That's
Yeah,
a
really.
future problem.
That's a problem when we get back there.
Ketchweed sits in the chair. Wraps, he takes his leg and he crosses him and he looks at you and he leans back in his chair.
Well, I don't know how hard it is to make one of your horses, but I would say a hag's life is worth at least 20.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use my proud ambition because I'm a human haggler.
Nice.
God damn it.
26.
Need it.
Wow.
For those of you who don't know what proud ambition is, it is a Erenel human trait, and it's amazing.
26 pretty high too. And he says 20 steeds is doable. It will take time to get all 20, which I can have delivered to you in Nova Vaasi as I've done before to Braylet. However, I will do this for you on the condition that the Kikamore Caverns belong to me.
Well, that hag, like we said, is no more. And aside from the elves inside, I'm sure you can take it no problem.
Then you have yourself a deal. 20 steeds as payment for killing Baba Utaga and giving the Briar Palace a new home.
And then I'm gonna walk over and extend my hand to legitimize the deal.
He reaches his hand out to you too. When you take his hand, it's a little prickly, but you can tell he's like retracting the thorns to make this a little bit better. As he holds your hand, he doesn't let go, and as he's holding it, he says, "You're feel a prick. This is just to seal our deal." And then you feel a slight prick in your palm, and a little bit of blood comes out as he extends one thorn.
I'll slowly pull out a knife from my I'll put the ceremonial dagger off my pouch, and I'll prick his wrist to do the same. The deal goes both ways.
A deal well made between. Would you call yourself a kingdom?
I would call myself the leader of the Lantern Priests.
Perfect. And from the Lantern Priests to the Briars. Now, how many steeds is your aunt worth? He shouts over you. 2.
More than you can make.
It seems no deal sits here. I do have a question. And you're welcome to stay the night here if you wish. Any of ambassadors of Nova Vaasi are welcome in my halls, but what is wrong with your eyes, small one? They are black and purple, and you look
Like this.
diseased.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
of no consequence to you. While fighting those insects, some of the blood got into her eyes, and she's having a weird reaction to us.
It hurts a little.
Would you like a little bloodletting? Maybe it'll help deal with your predicament?
Quite small. I don't have much blood to give. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure Kararian would love to just drain just a couple drops and see what exactly has happened to you.
No.
I don't think that'll be needed. I'm sure in a day or two, once we arrive to Nova Vaasi, we can cure the ailment she has.
This is fine. Not a problem. Just trying to lend a helping hand to, I would say, my new friends.
We are not friends.
I was talking to the leader of the Lantern Priests.
Speaking of, these steeds of yours, is there a chance that you could not make them such a blue, maybe more of a gleaming white? If that's within realm of possibility.
I'll see what I can do. You want to give the views of being celestial?
Preferably.
Then I will do my best and see what can be done. And you will ride valiantly into battle, holding your lantern atop the war steed.
Now, I believe we also have a deal with Sylvia.
Oh, another Harlock. Or, excuse me, another von Lishkin. Come to take and not give.
I almost gave my life to kill that hag.
Or what can I do for you, von Lishkin?
How are your trials going with being able to turn a Ashen back into a Sanguis?
We've had strange side effects with a few that still need some tweaking, but they didn't turn into Sanguis, but they turned into this large bat-like creature. Quite disgusting, but strangely beautiful. Radiant Dragon inspiration to Sylvia. Appreciate it, dude.
Ooh, thank you. Have any of them turned back to
Part of me wonders if the reason that this isn't working is because we need more Sanguis blood.
Well, that is for you to find out.
Well, I mean, if that transformation of yours is so important, we still do have those taxes every 3 months. I'm sure if we tell the Sanguis they have to partake, it wouldn't be impossible. If becoming a Sanguis is that important to you.
It is, but I don't feel like the Sanguis would participate in that.
I'm sure they're used to von Lishkin's taking for their own gains.
If you want to keep your life, I would stop while you're ahead.
If you want to keep your horses, then I will need my life.
Sylvia, I recommend you back off. We will need those horses in the days to come.
Fair enough. Get to live for now. But keep it up, and I'll let Silas here have his way with you.
Like I had way with his aunt. He looks at Silas and he gives like a smirk. Apologies. He holds his hand out and kind of yellow card. Well, deals have been made. I got to see another von Lishkin twice in 1 week. Hooray for myself. But I made a new friend and I got to see a strange small creature with no pupils.
It's fine.
Well, you're welcome to stay here if you wish. Don't mind the droplets of blood that rain from the ceiling if you do.
I love that you close the door on us. I was trying to leave. I'm like, all right.
Just close it and open it again. Sorry, my bad. Sylvia, Silas.
As you guys walk out, you hear, "Bye bye." So you guys booking it, just getting out of here, or did you want to do anything else right here?
I wanted to check out that acorn room.
Okay.
Get sacrificed Benor to get some more coin.
That's why I was hoping Benor came in. I was gonna say Sylvia told us to go in here, go get some more.
So you step into the same room as before, otherwise known as the Halls of Tribute, as
Oh, sorry.
there are hundreds of tiny acorns lying around this floor here. They look like they've been injected with little pellets of blood. And in the ceiling, woven into the ceiling, you see one of the briar creatures taking a nap.
She would reach for the closest acorn.
So you pick up an acorn. You can see that's like been dug into it, and that someone has filled it with little bits of blood.
Yeah. She would think about it for a little bit, and then she would take it with her, and that would be it.
So as you put in your pocket, Yuska, you are inspired by the gods as rain has given you inspiration.
Hey.
Hey.
Thank you much.
He's like, hey, inspiration, you better drop me this inspiration on Saturday. So you pocket one of these bloody pellet acorns.
Yep.
You guys make your way out of the Briar Palace. This will put you a little early-ish afternoon. But Ghosty ones, what would you like to do?
I think Nova Vaasi makes the most sense. Unless someone else has somewhere they want to go.
Nova Vaasi. Unless we wanted to try to find the Baba Yataga's hut.
I mean, if we want to do that, I do have Conjure Animal. Do I have it prepped? Oh god, Spellbook. Did I prep it? Yeah, I have Conjure Animals prepped.
What does that
Little
do?
scouts. I can like spawn a whole bunch of like sparrows or whatever.
Oh. Oh wait,
So
no.
far.
I don't know if we should go back to Nova Vaasi. Well, I mean, I guess we have to go back to Nova Vaasi to talk to Yuska's brother, but there's like the hearts and the other stuff that we have to deal with too, right?
I think we're a little focused on you at the moment. So that's like taking a side step, I guess.
5 days.
I mean,
Well,
we
if
do
you
have a
let us-
couple extra days until he even gets there, so we could try to hit the other.
The hut.
That might not be a good idea, though. I don't know.
It's
Well,
not.
in character, Yuska would be like, I think we should just go to Nova Vaasi. My brother told me not to do anything stupid.
Perhaps we should go back there then, figure out why Harlock is there, or why he took Silas's aunt there.
We have been gone for a while.
And it's probably been, what, 3 weeks?
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's getting close, yeah.
Nova Vaasi it is.
So 5-day trip straight to Nova Vaasi.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Unless anybody else wants to do things.
the first day, Ikanika would cast Locate Object again to see if she could sense Baba Yutaga's hut. But if after that, she won't.
Okay.
If we're still kind of looking for it too, I'll cast Conjure Animals and just have like
You
a
can
bunch of birds
like
just
eek.
look around.
Okay.
I'll probably just do that like twice a day, assuming everything's smooth.
So on the travels leading out of the forest, since you've already came the way that you're going, it's pretty easy to kind of backtrack, go around the Starless family and all that stuff, and just get back as quick as possible. Locating object doesn't pick up anything from Baba Yutaga's chicken hut, and animals fly around, but nothing really comes about. You do notice that the eastern side of the Burmai Timbers doesn't look like it's not corrupted, but it looks like it's a little more like life into that section of the forest. So you feel like your actions of removing the heart did do some good in there. Did do something. Although it may take time to fully cleanse itself in that area. But, Ghosty Ones, you make your way to Nova Vaasi, which you haven't been in quite some time. And as we bring up Nova Vaasi, you guys want to take a quick 2-minute break, then jump into the Nova Vaasi area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll be right back, chat. Just quick 2 minutes. Time to get another beer. And we'll see you real soon. I was muted. Wait for everybody to get back and we'll get into it. Bear. So unfortunately, IPI went down there and I am dry. I gotta go to the store tomorrow. Oh yeah, I see it, Grass. Good call.
I always forget.
Yeah, I do. I'm dry, dude. So Foundry so far feels pretty good. I need to get a little bit better at preloading scenes before I jump to it, but seems pretty positive so far.
I think you'll be able to do a lot more cool stuff with it because everything's locally hosted.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to deal with freaking stuff like Roll20 crashing and all that bullshit.
Yeah. back to some Nova Vaasi. I think tomorrow, probably put out a new creature. Then, prestige classes. Need coffee? Coffee sounds good. Oh, sweet. Are you coming from World 20 to Foundry? For Kenobi, thank you for the follow. It's crazy just how much stuff Foundry does compared to World 20. JMA Cool 87, thanks for the follow. Nice. Kenobi Jedi. So is that because you play a lot of like Star Wars? Moving to Foundry too?
Alright, let's try a Harlock or something.
Dun dun. Everyone's back. Let's jump back into the game. Alright. So, Ghosty ones. The valley dips in front of you. And you see the familiar sight of about a dozen sheep kind of roaming these wispy hills as you make your way up. The humans watching over them. And the time that you've been away, they seem much more, they seem like they're stretching farther beyond the gates, and they seem much more happy about their life. Just being, like, safe from the subjugation of the Sanguis people. And as you come in, some of them give you a nod. One of the human guards stops you on the road, and he says, "Oh, sirs and madam, before you get in, a quick word. Harlock himself has been here for some days. I'm afraid to say he's been staying in your stronghold."
Has he now? And who let him in there?
I don't think anyone lets him in, but he's building something across the way from you.
He's building something.
What does it look like?
Well,
Like a
I
large
guess we
mirror?
could use an extra. I guess we could use an extra guest house. That's awfully nice of him. You know, Sylvia, your uncle doesn't seem that bad.
Oh, trust me, he is.
Just caution, he's been very kind, and I haven't seen him feed or even bother your lantern priest, but it's a little strange.
It's good to know of, thank you. Was he
Oh,
with
sure.
another Sanguis when he entered the city?
Seemed to be alone.
He doesn't need any guards. Trust me.
It wasn't a guard, Sylvia. It was a sibling. Or family, I suppose.
Fair enough. Well, we should go find out, shall we? See what he's up to.
Tips his helmet. As you make
Thank
your
you
way.
for that.
Go ahead, sorry.
Before we do that, we do have something we need to talk about.
Yep.
Such as?
The void in the room.
That's good. I like that.
I'm not a void. I am Eeknik.
Well, either way, I'm not sure how comfortable I feel with Harlock knowing of our situation, or even anyone
Well-
else in the city being in danger.
I wear a blindfold. I was thinking about it on the way in here, and I took in a lot of scenery, so now I think I can close my eyes
Well, I
and
mean,
be okay.
the eyes aren't my only concern. I'm also worried about what else might happen. You seemed quite hungry the other day, and it affected you negatively.
We'll say that Eeknik has eaten a void kebab every day. So that means she's out of void kebabs.
I don't
know
know
if
if the
that
rest of
changes
you
anything.
would agree with this, but the Lantern Priests have made a a comfortable room underneath the church if we feel that it might be best to keep Ikanik safe from outside forces.
I feel like Harlock already knows.
Harlock's not my only issue. I'm worried about the morale of the city, other forces coming in looking for her.
I think she might be safer amongst us.
Yeah.
Who's looking for me?
Well, I mean, it's no coincidence a cat with an eyeball for a tail found us.
Was
Nothing
Sylvia?
else. Nothing else came across us on our way over here, so we might be okay until.
Well, if anyone changes their minds, or if anyone else would feel more comfortable there is a room ready. And it's not a dingy cellar, it's an actual room. Underground, so there's no windows, but it is set to be as comfortable as possible.
I'm surprised you're not going to stay there then.
Well, I plan to stay wherever Ikanik is. Something's happening to her, and I think we should have at least one person keeping an eye on her.
I don't know if you're being nice or rude.
I'm being nice and protective of you and our people.
I don't mind keeping an eye on Ikanik, especially since I don't have to sleep or anything.
We're
It's
friends.
appreciated, but I wouldn't mind more than just your eyes on her.
Benoit can keep his eyes on her. He never has to
No,
close them.
thank you.
Yes, master.
No.
Trying to be subtle here. I don't trust you, Sylvia. This isn't the first time something's gone wrong around your watch.
And I put all my trust into you.
I highly doubt that.
Camp Bros. Nope, it's back.
Well, either way, I don't think I'll be leaving Eek at all.
I'm sure the room's big enough for two. Just
Hold on.
keep an open mind.
I need. Okay, hold on. So Ikanik is gonna take off her sparkly, starry, cloak, mantle of something. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called. Mantle of
Security.
Mental
security. She's gonna take it off and she's gonna flip it around and she's gonna wear the hood because it's already like inside out, so the stars are on the outside. But she's gonna put the hood in front of her face, so she's gonna wear it backwards.
Okay.
Because that's less suspicious.
She'll hold out. She'll hold out her hand. She's like, "Okay, I can't see anything, so please guide me down the street."
Well, why don't you act like you're sleeping on your Arbendorf?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that too, I guess.
I got you, little buddy.
Oh, thanks, Yuska. You're my friend.
Anyways, shall I make our way to our home?
Unless anyone else have anything they wish to talk about, I'm ready to go.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. So you step through the gates. It's a very warm reception as people nod and greet you as you make your way in. And as you make your way into Nova Vaasi, where would you like to go?
Going straight to our keep.
Yeah, I guess the keep is the first thing we should do.
The biggest thing that happens is as you're making your way to your stronghold, as you get there, a little northern from your stronghold, in front of the inn there, it looks like a large mirror, about 10 feet wide, 10 feet high. And for those that are familiar with it, it looks kind of like a mini World of Warcraft dark portal. It looks like a dark portal mirror being constructed. There's no innards yet, but there are two large beams, and you can see there are scaffolding and stuff being put into place to do this. It looks like an active construction site. And there are humans that are working on this as you're walking up. They look to be commoners.
Is it similar to the Sightless Seers one in the fort?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Just a much bigger scale.
At seeing that, I would march right into the keep.
Okay. So this might take a sec to load. So I didn't preload it. There we go. So you come home to your familiar stronghold. Oh, there's Benor.
As soon as I walk in, I would just start going through the place trying to find where Harlock is.
Okay. Guys you're running through the keep, making sure everything looks settled. We put a wide view here. It'll show everyone's individual sites as they run through the keep, starting to search for stuff. The Nevermore steed and the riding horse are put into the stables. Fireforge. Still, you can hear Fireforge working. Yarb and Dorth go and they lay down. Vincent is also in there, just grazing on some grass. As you rush to the keep, just looking all around, it seems empty. Harlock doesn't seem to be there now. But you have returned home after a couple weeks of travel. So welcome back to the Ghosty One's stronghold.
Yusuke would have walked inside. I can't walk without him.
Guys running through the keep like, ooh, look at all the doors.
I just want to see my keep again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see the whole thing.
Oh, you're unlocking the vision of the shadows? Yeah, it makes sense.
Is there a sign on Unique's door? Like the hallway door? I don't think there is yet, is there?
You put... Oh, what was it?
Don't worry, I wrote it down. Let me just find
The Great Ursus Master.
The Great Ursus Master of the Kitchen, Ikanik.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Lord Eeknik, ruler of the kitchen, the Great Ursus. Parentheses, excluding hallway. And parentheses.
You could make that a journal entry and post it right there.
I would assume that Yusuke would go inside. So she would be like right there.
Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna mispronounce this. Aksuyan? Did I get it? Maybe. I did my best. I'm sorry.
Unfollow.
I'm sorry. I did my best. I'm terrible with names.
Guys, is it safe? Can I take off my hood?
Water Ganassi.
Oops.
Yeah, so nothing seems to be out of place. Your stronghold looks to be in pretty good condition.
Noticing that
Sorry, I had to
Harlock
take it.
isn't here, I would leave the keep and go search for him.
Okay.
Guys.
Wandered towards the inn.
I have no idea what's going on, so Yusuke will be in the garden.
Okay.
Oh,
Assuming
no,
that Ika's
Yusuke
still
was
here.
it. Ikanik. He's leading
Put
Ikanik.
Ikanik in her padded room and go to your garden.
Well, yeah, I'm wherever Ikanik is or in the garden.
Well, Eek was waiting for you to move with her.
Because you're guiding her. She has the hood over her face.
Where do you want to
So
go?
we'll come back
buddy?
and say there's nothing seems out of place here as we walk out.
I'll
Do you
take off
want
my
me
hood.
just to take you back to your room, or oh?
Nah, that's cool. I can see now. Where is your satyr friend?
Bison?
Paizen?
Well, I mean, sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not.
Like some poor lost toddler with a chef's knife.
That is so true.
God.
Oh gosh. Paizen.
Paizen is not there.
Chef Max, are you here?
You've returned. I do not have ingredients for this at all, and I will need to go to the market right away
For what?
to prepare a feast for your return.
Oh well, we don't need a
Max,
feast.
you look different since we've left.
You see, I've been using this new lotion, and it's made me de-age.
Oh, what is it? Can I have some?
I got it from Zaltec, and it's quite expensive, but I make such good money here. It's easily paid for.
Okay, I will ask him about it. I can study it maybe.
Excuse me. And he starts to put some food down for Echo as Echo's rubbing the bowl. Drops a little food down.
I totally want to have read my alchemy book those 5 days.
Oh
For as
yeah,
long as I
forgot
could
about
have.
that too.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how long that would be. Because I assume we were walking, so I can't walk and read. Unless I'm on Yarvin Dorth. Aha!
You could. It's 8 hours each day.
Fuck it. Awesome. Okay. Well, okay. Well, do you have money? To go get some stuff in the market.
Yeah, no worries. I'll prepare a feast in your honor. I'll have blood for your blood drinking friend, and Sylvie doesn't eat, so that's okay. Perfect. Not as much food as needed.
Yuska will give him 10 gold. I don't know how much of a feast we need to have for Harlock, but I hope this will be enough.
Thank you. Right away. I'll get there. Wait, before you go.
You go.
Before I go, excuse me. Harlock has been staying here. Do I need to bring food for him as well? Is he your guest tonight?
Oh, he's here?
He's been staying here, but I mean, he's usually busy during the day and comes here at night.
Oh.
He's been chatting with Vincent quite a bit.
What?
Yeah, it's
Vincent.
just friendly conversations.
Friendly? Are you sure? He hasn't attacked him in any way.
Not that I've noticed.
I mean, didn't we make Vincent a member of the council?
Yes.
If Harlock
There could
is
be
influencing the
something-
council
That is
through Vincent,
that is quite
No!
strange. Vincent did vote yes
No.
to build that monstrosity in front of your chapel or your stronghold.
Vincent.
Yeah, Vincent, he mooed loudly when it was his turn to vote.
He doesn't know what a mirror is.
But he was in charge of the council. He just did what he was.
It's a
Done to do.
democracy.
And he voted.
Well, I mean,
God damn it.
that Harlock certainly is a smart guy.
Well, he's probably a talker.
I mean, it's very easy to convince Vincent.
He's fucking lobbying votes.
Vincent kind of walks over into the garden to see you guys. For those that don't know, Vincent
Vincent!
is just an ox. He's their ox.
who's in
Vincent.
1/5 of control of the city.
Yeah, they made him
Yeah.
part of the council.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to
I
you
should
later.
have prepped. I should have prepped.
Speak to animals.
Speak with animals.
Medbex, please buy me about 5 or 10, maybe 15 vials. Empty vials, please.
5, 10, 15.
And if you encounter any absorber meat in the market, that'd be great.
What is a... Okay.
It's a cat with an eye
If
for a
you
tail.
find something that looks extremely unnatural, I think that's what
Nah.
you'd be looking for.
I don't want to alarm
what?
you, but should I try to get something for your eyes? Are you sick?
Why does everyone keep saying it?
My brother is
In the front. He's wearing
My brother's coming in to help her with her condition. But thank you.
It's
Thank
not
you.
contagious, is it?
No,
It's just my eye.
I don't think it is. My brother will know.
Ah,
Kind of slowly backs up a little bit. Okay.
Max, we're friends.
Yes, we
I
are.
hired you. Gosh dang.
He just kind of runs out after hearing this.
Vincent, what is Harlock telling you?
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't prep my spell today.
No, it's cool. I have a feature that gives me like animal sense. I understand roughly very basic ideas. No, I can convey.
I mean,
I can read.
I can cast.
I
I
can
can
read
also
its
cast.
basic mood and intent.
I can cast conjure animals that I can easily communicate with to communicate with Vincent.
Yes, yes, do it.
Playing
Build an
telephone.
ambassador.
Do you want to do that?
Oh my god. I will conjure.
An ox.
I will conjure another ox.
Okay. So you conjured an ox.
Garden is gonna be squished.
Conjure the ox. Vincent kind of steps back a bit at the side of this. I can go bloop, just real quick. Bloop.
Oh, fuck.
So the other ox is not Vincent. That's just your ox.
I'm sorry, Vincent, but I don't have my spell that normally allows me to communicate with you, so I will have to communicate with you through this guy. And I think I
his
still
name?
have a ration left.
His name is
Do
Vince.
I? Oh, I
What is-
don't. I need to get more of those.
It's,
You can-
it's,
we'll
it's,
pat
it's,
him.
it's too
Oh,
soon.
I do. So, I'm sorry, Vincent, and I'll hand him a ration.
There you go. There's 2 cent.
I will pat
You said-
2 cents leg. Like, what is your name, good buddy?
He looks over at Yuska for confirmation of what his name is.
2 cents.
I don't know what to name fey creatures. How about 2 cents?
Oh, okay.
He conveys to you that his name is 2 cent.
Okay, that's cool. So, please ask Vincent what Harlock said to him.
Moo, 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 moo. Moo. South Park. Moo, 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 moo. Moo.
Been a while.
And then you hear Vincent look at him. Moo, moo, moo. Moo. And then Tusa turns and looks at Yuska. And through the moos that he says to you, he said that Vincent.
He's a fey creature. Could he convey that in Sylvan to me?
Damn it, you fucker.
So he,
The spell is fey creatures, and I speak Sylvan, so...
so he says to you.
Yuska might be stupid, but he's not an idiot.
He says, Harlock is friends with Vincent. Harlock gives Vincent lots of good meals while you've been away, and scratches him behind his right ear.
Oh, that's his favorite spot. I'll say in Sylvan.
Do you tell me this?
I can convey that back into Sylvan Deacon.
In Sylvan.
In Sylvan.
To Econik.
Yep.
You're saying Sylvan to Econik.
Yep.
What? I don't understand.
Oh. We never really actually did teach you Sylvan.
No.
Oh. That's my mistake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, there's time. So what is it?
Harlock is pretty much buying Vincent's vote. He's even scratching him in his favorite spot behind his right ear.
I thought it was his left.
Is it his left?
I mean, I guess not. Okay.
I'll ask the fake creature. You said right, correct?
Yes, right. His right ear is his favorite scratch.
Hmm. Yes, little buddy. I'll say back in Sylvan.
What?
Oh, yes, it's his right ear.
Yuska. Jeez, this is very serious. Okay, ask Toussaint to ask Vincent. Does Vincent know Harlock could eat him? He's eaten people, many people, and killed lots of people.
I don't think that question's going to help our situation with him buying Vincent's boat.
Well, he's not his friend. He's just being bad. I gave him a pasture.
Oh.
Vincent.
I mean, we also did leave. Yeah, I'll say in Sylvan to my fey creature. Ask Vincent if, well, I guess, tell Vincent that Harlock could eat him. I guess I don't know what Ekanik is trying to get with this, but Harlock is a very dangerous individual.
Yeah, Toussaint nods at you, and he turns to Vincent. Momo. Mo. And Vincent looks at him. Oh. Mo. Toussaint nods back. Oh. He turns to Yuska. And it's Sylvan? You want him to respond to you, Sylvan?
Yeah.
Harlock is too nice to eat me, and we've come to be great friends in your absence. I have no concerns. He is a good friend of mine.
I will say in Sylvan to Ekanik because Yuska is absent. I don't know what Sylvia's problem with her uncle is. Harlock is just, he seems like a decent.
Did you say that in Sylvan?
Yes.
Yuska, you need to say this in common. I
Oh.
don't know Sylvan.
I'm sorry, little buddy. I don't know. I guess Harlock has made good friends with Vincent.
That is not possible.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't seem that bad of a guy. I mean, have we ever had a negative encounter with Harlock?
Well,
He
he's
did
hurt
seem
our
kind of
friend.
intimidating that one time. But despite having sacked his city, he's been very nice towards all of us.
He's not a good guy towards Silas and Sylvia. And he enslaves lots of humans and kills them.
I did kind of forget about that. That is a good point, buddy.
So while this is happening, Silas and Sylvia, are you two sticking together?
No, I'm gonna wander. Well, I'm gonna wander towards the inn first to talk to like the builders.
Okay, so you're going towards
See
the
if
inn.
they-
Sylvia's
yeah.
going towards the alchemist.
Yeah, I'm going to find Zeltek.
Okay. So when you go towards the inn, Silas, as you get closer to the builders, as you're walking up, this like smoke emerges, like floats down, and then Harlock just materializes from the smoke. And he leans down and he starts to talk towards the commoners, and the commoners all look up at him, almost in like awe, and they like nod their heads. And he smiles, and as he smiles, he just tosses some coin. Doesn't even count. He just kind of throws it over onto the ground, and they rush down and they pick it up, and then you see him start to scurry and start to work as he nods. He turns and looks over his shoulder, and he sees you walk in, Silas, towards the end, and he sees Sylvia starting to walk towards the thing. And Sylvia, you also catch him at the corner of your eye as he's walking up, because you're pretty perceptive too. And he just beelines it and starts to walk straight towards you, Silas.
Seeing him, I would turn around.
Okay.
And go to him.
So Harlock von Lishkin, king of the Nephrostrad kingdom and the first to be turned, the first to drink from the blood cup and become a sanguis, which in Erenel, sanguis are like half vampires. He walks up to the two of you. Oh, you finally returned and made your way out of the forest. Tell me, do you like what I've built for you?
No, we're tearing it down right now.
I don't know if that's a good idea, granddaughter.
And why do you say that? Hmm?
Your aunt's life depends on it, Silas.
Why is that?
You've never seen a blood mirror before. No, I'm afraid you left before this became popular in Razmaran.
Would I know what it is?
Make a history with disadvantage. 14? You've heard about them in passing a little bit, but they're pretty old magic. They're hematurgy magic. Very old, and your understanding is you think they're sort of like waypoints? Or like waygates?
Okay, so you can like send people through them if you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am pleased with your progress, though. The two of you seem to have done well in the past few weeks.
So explain to me why my aunt's life depends on this.
Bloodgates are bound to souls. They need a life force to activate them, and who better than a Bansalmo? I thought it was only fitting that if you're going to follow my granddaughter and be in charge of her life, I should have some sort of leverage over yours.
But why do you need a blood gate? Or a blood mirror?
Can't a grandfather want to just come and pop in and visit his granddaughter when he wishes?
It doesn't seem that you need that to do.
Or send an army through this thing.
I would never do that.
I want to insight that.
Okay. So with a 19, you know him very well, and you have a pretty good sense of when he's lying, when he's telling the truth. He's not lying, he's telling the truth.
Well, why would you want to come and see me anyways? Tried to kill you, didn't I?
I mean, I would never try to invade my own realm. This is my realm, granddaughter.
Sure.
So where is my aunt?
She's right there, and he points at the half-constructed waygate. She'll always be looking upon you now, and your home. And she's no longer a slave to the Briar.
So you made her a slave to him and then took her as your own slave.
So is she dead then? Like her physical form?
Of course not. Once the construction is complete, all you'll need to do is step through, and you'll step right into Razmaran and you'll be able to see her. Now she cannot leave. And she will need to give her offering every day. But she's alive.
So what you're saying is we can send an army through that portal.
Oh, if you wished. But tell me, if the gods cannot enter my domain, what chance do you think you have of entering it?
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna tell him to like crouch down so I can whisper into his ear. I'm gonna say, we have a vacuous one on our side.
Oh no.
Okay.
Question is, which one is he out of character? Which one is he talking about?
He looks at
Yeah.
you. His very, he always has this demeanor that he's like above everything. And he's very nonchalant. But he stops and he looks at you. Who is it?
That I am not going to tell you.
Okay, one sec.
Out of character. The reason I'm not going to tell him is because I don't know which one it is.
I think he was asking which of us is like the connector.
There's a 29. So with the 29, his arm shoots out, grabs you by the throat, and lifts you up. This is no laughing matter, child. Come. And he starts to walk towards the stronghold, carrying you by your throat. And he looks over at Silas. Come.
Does it deal any damage?
Now he's just making a grapple check to you.
Okay. Jesus, plus 14. Oh my god.
Before he, well, I guess. Like you say, what's your plan as he starts walking off with Sylvia?
To make sure you don't ruin my kingdom. And as he does, he kicks open the stronghold door. And as he kicks it open, you hear, moo moo, moo 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 moo, moo 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 moo. His Harlock's voice just bellows throughout the stronghold. Enter the chambers now.
Oh, he's got. She'd lift her head up.
Echo will weirdly flop out of it as you shove her into your face, and she's gonna rush into the main room.
I think Harlock's here, little buddy, I will say in Sylvan.
There's no time to translate. You have to hide me away or something, or I don't know.
Hearing the voice, Vincent walks off too.
It's a good trip. She can't see, but still.
Well, we'll put you in your room, I guess.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I can't see though. Should get off the barrel.
Oh, beggar.
Oh no!
Did that send to everybody, or did that send to just Brew? 'Cause I want to make sure that I understand how Foundry works.
If you're gonna send it to just the GM, it's /W space GM and then.
Oh, so if you don't do the private GM role as a tab and type, that'll send to everybody?
Yep.
You can do
Okay.
/W DM Brews too.
You think what
DM will just send whoever's DM.
is it /W space
Yes.
DM?
Yes.
Yep.
If you put
Yep.
my full name in, you can whisper me too. So like when I whispered lemon, I did /W lemon.
Okie cool.
So just because you
Can't
walk
see
in,
anything.
as you walk in, Yuska, you see Harlock walks in carrying Sylvia by the throat, and then he drops her on the table, and Silas walks in behind him. But Nora's sitting at the table, and seeing her treated this way, he pops up and he rushes at Harlock. How dare you!
I'll tell him to stop. I'll reach my hand out and stop him halfway.
Hurt master in such ways, and he stops and he walks, takes a step back.
Oh, Sylvia. You have a very unhealthy relationship with your grandfather.
Apparently, I have an unhealthy relationship with everybody. So,
Harlock turns the door. Here, he snaps his fingers and closes. And then he floats over the table and sits at the head of the table in front of Echo. What are the other two?
what other two?
I don't know where Lucan is.
There was 5. I see 3 and a undead monstrosity before me. And a cat.
Echo's gonna sit up from her curling position and just look at him, waiting for him to talk.
Perhaps they died in the forest.
Echo will meow in response to that.
Harlock, he kind of looks at Echo. And he like peers at it. You get the sense, looking through Echo's eyes, that he understands what he's looking at. So this leaves one. Where's the last?
Honestly, I don't know.
I've been tending the garden all day.
Well, you spoke of vacuous ones. That you have one.
I never said we had one. I said we were allies with one.
No one allies with a vacuous one. They take and they take and they consume.
Perhaps this one has the same goal in mind.
To consume Nova Vaasi?
To ruin you.
You would sacrifice everything and everyone to ruin me?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm confused. Our time in the Brimeye, we've been trying to fight back whatever vacuous one is there.
I'll like glare at Yusuke after he says that.
So while this is happening, Ikanik, your door opens very quietly, and no one's there.
Well, the hood's over my face, so.
Lucan steps in, invisible.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast invisibility on Ikanik and myself.
Hello?
Just run. It's not safe here.
Lucan?
And like
Oh,
as I'm
I heard
casting it,
that.
I'm grabbing her hood and pulling it down so she can frickin' see.
Oh. Are you invisible when you cast it?
Yeah. I cast it invisible when I was walking, and then I cast it again when I got to you. So you're invisible too.
Can I see you?
I mean, your hood just randomly ripped down, and I said run. It's not safe here, but you can't see me. But you know it's my voice.
Okay. Are you in my head too?
What? No.
What?
And don't use the main hall. That
Oh.
shouldn't be needed to be said, but I find it important right now.
Okay.
And then Lucan's gonna head off again.
Okay. So you're currently invisible. You can hear Harlock bellowing in the chambers at Sylvia as you kind of sneak away.
I'm gonna go in the church.
Harlock looks down at Echo, and he looks at it in a way to like speak to Echo's owner. As the void corrupted the church. Is that your ally that you speak of?
Echo's gonna like tilt her head confusingly, like she's not sure of the question, and then shake her head no. And then she's gonna spin around and curl up into a ball again.
Have a good one, IPA dude. Have a good game.
See ya.
You call yourself heroes? I know who you really are. Fools hidden behind false hopes. You would let the void, a vacuous one, into this kingdom? You think I am worse than a vacuous one? Blinded.
Well, they've never done anything bad to me yet. But you've done plenty bad to me.
Silas.
I'll tell you. Sorry, go ahead.
Move across the table. Restrain Sylvia.
I'll glare at Silas, and at the same time I'll say, turn me back into a Sanguis, and I'll tell you which vacuous one it is that we are allied with.
There is no such thing as being allied with the vacuous one. There's only following. Until you have no use to them, then you are cast aside, insane, lost, forgotten.
If it means that it'll ruin you, then that's a price I'm willing to pay. But I'll tell you which vacuous one it is if you turn me back into a sanguis.
It is not important which one it is. It's only important that it is defeated and rid from this lands. Silas, Yuska, step across the table. Restrain him. He is not your friend anymore if he sides with the vacuous one. He is your enemy. He'll bring ruin to you and your family.
Do not do what he says. I will tell you who it is, where they are, as long as you make me a sanguis again.
Yusko is gonna look over at Silas. Did I miss something?
Harlock leans forward. He stares at the two of you.
I'm not about to get in the middle of another family fight.
I'm asking you to restrain him because if you don't, I will just kill him now and find this void one on my own.
Then why do you need me to restrain?
Because if you do not, I will kill him here. And I will hunt this vacuous one out of my city.
Your city? This is our city.
The vacuous one is not even in this city. I don't know what you're talking about, Sylvia. It's in the Brimai.
Exactly. Don't tell him where it is.
He looks at the two of you listening.
I mean, how could he not know it's in the Brimai? You've seen the corruption there.
Well, obviously...
And what little we have done has already started to restore the forest.
Well, obviously he didn't know that 100%, because or else he would have already left and done that. Now wouldn't he have?
You hide in the crate? Okay. Harlock stands up and he walks over towards Sylvia. His big frame, he kind of leans down at you like Vlad.
Back into Sanguis, and I'll tell you exactly where it is.
It is not in my power to do so. It is in no one's power to do so.
What do you mean, you? The one of the most powerful beings in the world, and you can't do that? I don't believe you.
He unsheaths this large greatsword from his side. Ornate gold around the edges, comes up into two like dagger teeth and a red gem in the center. And he flicks his wrist. He points the greatsword at Yuska and Silas. Restrain, last warning.
I will cast Hold Person on Sylvia.
Hold on, I might have a response to that. A reaction to that.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta do this save DC first before you just immediately start hellish rebuking your allies.
I'm not gonna hellish rebuke him. I have something else. Okay, hold on. I'll do the save first. But I just want to read one of my abilities.
Oh, I missed it by one. Oof.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
You're gonna use your advantage. All right, so you pass. So the advantage has been used to not be paralyzed by the Hold Person.
If I move away from Harlock, will he opportunity attack me?
You can, yeah. If he chooses to.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and then just run.
Okay.
Oh god, the door's locked.
Did it click?
Yeah, you run to the door.
No!
At doing that, I'll run to. I'll use the rest of my movement to go back to the other door.
Okay.
And oh. No! After I clicked it.
Seeing that the whole person's obviously failed.
All the doors are locked.
What kind of sorcery is this?
Oh,
Oh, because the whole
consider.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a second roll for it.
You cast another whole person? Or you cast it again?
Yeah.
Are you casting it again?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Success! Harlock floats over towards you. Spins his sword. First attack.
Yeah, that hits alright.
That's the slashing damage. This is fire damage from the blade.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure I take half fire damage because of my heart.
Yep. So,
Hold on. So that's what 7? That's 16 damage.
16 on the first.
Silas.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Messed up his character sheet. I didn't change it. Fuck, I gotta roll again. Roll 1d20 plus 14. Second attack.
Yeah, that hits.
Slashing.
I need you to roll a 1. The only thing that won't hit me is a 1 if you roll a 1.
Second attack. 3 slashing, and that's half 7. Flame. Third grade sword attack.
Die.
I rolled you.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
In the middle of this, is there any way I could like come over and do anything?
If you want to.
This time I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge.
You got it. So you take half the damage. So 9 and 7
Does
is
that
6,
have
15.
the fire damage as well?
Yeah, so it's half and half. So you take 6. You take 3 fire and 4 slash. So he takes his greatsword.
Do it. Do it, you coward.
I'll give you something, Silas, if you want to do it.
No, I'm not gonna attack him. I was gonna say it. So you're gonna kill the only way you're gonna figure out where this is. To Harlock.
He turns. You see this fury in his eyes. I kill from disrespect. You're next if you do not speak. And he pulls back his greatsword to swing again.
Is he swinging at me or Silas this time?
You.
He gets 4 attacks before. I guess I'm not doing anything. Okay, I will tell you. Oh, okay. Okay, if I'm gonna heal then.
Sorry, for 10, not 20.
So Echo heals you. So Silas, you don't want to do any actions or anything? You just want to do the talk?
What's the protect action again?
You take the action, you go over his body and hover over him, and then every attack... Let me make sure I say it right. It's in the rules. Campaign house rules. Text. Protect action. When you take protect action, you focus on protecting a creature within 5 feet. Till the start of your next turn, all attacks made against the target are instead redirected to you at advantage. So all of his attacks will be at you with advantage.
Oh!
If you kill me, by the time you figure it out, it'll be too late.
Okay.
I'll give you a move or an action if you want to, Sylvia. If you want to do something before he goes again. Silas, are you taking the protection action?
I'm gonna move back a bit.
I might as well.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take out my short bow and shoot him.
Okay.
Not that it's gonna hit, but
27 hits.
oh, okay, hold on. That's that sneak attack has. Do you want me to roll sneak attack again for the crit?
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to see him get higher. 24. 31. Okay. All right. So you turned and you shot Harlock. It critted on his face.
Isn't it with disadvantage?
5
feet away. You're doing a short bow attack 5 feet away.
He's 10 feet away.
He's 10 feet away.
technically.
He's 10 feet away? Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay, so as a perspective, you were rude to Harlock and then you shot him and crit him in the face with a short bow.
Oh my god.
Just so you know.
Yusca is going to step back.
Just
Joe
put
and
in
I have been
perspective.
here before in a different D&D campaign. You were dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure Sylvia's dead.
Yeah, you're about to die.
Oh.
I gave you a bunch of chances, man.
I know, but this is how
If
Sylvia
you
would
would have
act.
just let the whole person take effect, you'd still be
But it's,
alive.
yeah, that's not Sylvia, though.
This
I
is Sylvia.
take
It's
I
how
take the
Sylvia would
next
act.
4 attacks.
Oh no! No! Don't kill Silas!
I guess I'd have Benor attack him too.
You
but-
didn't deserve him.
Echo is going to use healing light on Sylvia.
This music is so good.
Okay.
Should I do Benor's attack now too, since it's the same turn?
Yeah, if you want to.
He's gonna use his multi-attack thing.
Okay.
You get 15 back.
Raining.
Oh, he's gonna pass it. He doesn't
Cutter.
even have to roll for that.
Give Silas Sylvia advantage.
I think it's a 13, not 10.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 13. I'll have to update. Actually, I don't know if I can update that, but I'll try.
I'll use my legendary resistance to overcome it.
Well, then he's gonna smack you with an aura, anyways.
The aura comes through, it hits Harlock on the back, he doesn't even move, he just Alright.
Well, that's all my actions.
Great sword attack.
Wow.
Wow, he rolled a 1.
Wow.
He gets
Roll the
advantage.
one.
He gets advantage for the protection.
That hits.
I'm gonna roll 3 at once, just to do it that way.
Do I hear anything?
But that didn't work. Plus 14, 21.
That would hit.
And then the third one.
That hits.
So this is the slashing damage. From 3 attacks. 3 slashing damage attacks to you. So you would take -9 from
Yep.
your armor. Okay. And then fire damage. 43 fire damage.
Jesus.
So I take what?
40,
13, 43.
56.
That's a yikes.
And he's going to legendary action bite you.
Oh,
Ah.
Yep.
Fight does 1d4 plus 4 and 3d6 necrotic.
Well, that doesn't matter. I'm dead anyways then.
Okay. So Silas is like trying to protect you, Sylvia, as you shoot your bow at him, and then Harlock just slice, slice, slice. Silas falls back, and he just bites him on the neck, and then throws him aside, and Silas falls unconscious.
seeing him do that, before he or I do anything else, I'd be like, all right, I'll tell you, as long as you stop.
I healed Silas for 3 with one of my healing lights, so he's alive. So he's not at least roll for death, but
So Harlock listens to you. Silas, you wake up prone, bleeding out, coughing up a little bit of blood. You want to do anything, Yuska?
What can I do?
Heal. Old person.
I'll take another 5. Well, almost a 5-foot step back. And that's it.
Harlock steps over Silas's body.
I'll only tell you if you promise to stop and spare our lives.
He smacks Echo with the greatsword.
Oh.
He saw it.
Don't even roll the damage, he's already dead.
Sees Echo hit his.
No.
Then he jams his greatsword. Second attack in Sylvia.
Oh, I guess I have to keep talking then, or else he's just gonna keep attacking. all right. They're in the Brimite timbers. There's 2 hearts in the that's corrupting it. They're controlled by vacuous ones. Hold on, I gotta take that damage.
So he, as you're like pleading down, like saying this to him, he's just driving his greatsword into your chest. It's just like looking at you as he's doing it. You see just this fire, this fury in his eyes just flaring up as he's standing over top of Silas's, basically over your body, and just driving his greatsword into your chest. Oh, where's the sass now, granddaughter?
The sass has been pizzazzed.
See, that's great sword drastic too.
He pulls out the greatsword with his third attack. Six and 6.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
So it goes to 6. 12 to 6.
What more do you want to know? That's all I know.
Who is it?
Oh, what was the name of... What did they call themselves when they were talking to us? Like in our minds? Or when...
they didn't give us a name.
No, what were the... What was the name of the... I can't... I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't remember what they're called.
As you're...
I'll step forward a little bit, if I can.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is he going to look over his shoulder? He's going to look at you
Talking
again.
about the Defenders.
No, I'm talking about... Okay, you guys... The guy who talked to you guys when you guys ate the tongue. What was the name of it?
Well, is Harlock asking me? Because I'll just say it as Yuska.
But so he's like, he just cut Sylvia 3 times, as Sylvia gave him some information that wasn't enough, basically. And he turns to Yuska. Who is it?
We never really got their actual name, but it referred, well, the one that we do know of, at least influenced by it, is the Primeval Gardener.
Thank you, that's the name I was looking for.
I don't know if it's a vacuous one, or if it's just a creature influenced by it.
He's like, you can make a, if you want to, Sylvia, you can make an action or a movement or something before he goes again, before he makes his decision on what he's going to do.
I'm gonna disengage and run.
Okay.
They are trying to tether one into this plane, which is what we were stopping. There's 3 hearts that we know
Open
of
that door.
in the
Unless it's
Bromide.
supposed to be locked.
That's open. That one's open. His lock spell is it was a range, the radius.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So like this one's unlocked too. So you disengage, you duck under his greatsword, and you rush behind Yusuke. He just turns to you. So about now. I still have it. Damn, I don't have my fury picture. I got a picture, you know that picture of him where he's like just full out, just rage and fury, and he's flying around his wings? That's pretty much what his face is right now. As he turns towards Sylvia as he's running away and Yusuke. And you to ally with such a thing?
Me?
He's yelling at Sylvia.
If it meant stopping you, maybe. Apparently they're way worse than I thought they were, though, if you're getting this heated about it.
Great sword attack.
You're just gonna risk an attack of opportunity to step back and let him do this?
8. 10.
I don't know about us allying with them. We were there to put an end to them. We had already cleared the Western Heart.
He's right. We didn't actually ally with them. I just wanted to see how heated you would get.
Hit you for another 12 and 6.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that one.
Okay. Takes it to 9 total. With his third attack, he looks at you, looks down at you, Sylvia. Well, now you know fury. He swings.
Yeah, that kills me.
So as you fall unconscious under his blade, he picks it up and he throws the blood off. He looks at Yusuke and Silas. Everything, tell me now. And he holds the greatsword above Sylvia. Pretty much saying that he's going to jam it into his chest if he doesn't get the information that he wants.
They spoke the name, but we didn't understand deep speech, and
There's a small conclave of dark elves that we didn't get a chance to remove from a mountain range. There are creatures there. Kikimor. We ended up eradicating them for some hag who was attempting to create another heart. We ended up killing both her and the heart, though. The other 2 are much more embedded in that forest. I reluctantly called a family member of mine to give us information on how to deal with the other 2.
He peers at you. Make a death save, Sylvia.
Oh no.
But it is as Silas said, they did tell us the name.
Success on the first.
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
We don't understand deep speech. But those elves, they were turning themselves into spider-like creatures. I don't know if that represents the vacuous one that they worship, but I don't know.
He nods. Yignachal. Why did he say he was an ally? He looks down. Sylvia.
Maybe as he said, to get a rise out of you, but
He's not deceptive enough.
Mr. Lishkin, I assure you that I might not agree with anything that you do, but if he truly was allied with them, I would have killed him myself. To bring in something so unnatural and destroy. I don't know. I'm a druid. I might not be a great druid, but such corruption cannot be allowed in this plane. You just get what I said. You wanted to say, yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck. This is not persuasion.
14? Okay. Make a death save.
Oh.
Oh, rough.
Oh.
Somebody gasp.
Those that ones. Oh no.
Ghosty wants to strike again.
For those of you watching, if Sylvia dies, she's like full out dead. There's no saving her because of her heart.
Oh, it will explode.
Yep, so 1 counts as 2 failures, so you're at 2 failures. And 1 success. Ready to toss it out, Sylvia, for a saving or a inspiration die, which you can use on saving throws.
Thanks, Raining.
Got yourself into this mess.
This is the longest shot I've ever gone for, and if it doesn't work, then that's my own fault.
With a 14. I think I will have words with your brother. And he will be used to save my land.
Well, I assure you he hates vacuous ones. Well, at least he was hunting them before. I don't know. At the very least, he'll help me, and that's what my goal is.
He looks over at Silas's bleeding body on the floor. And the other? Where is the obvious?
I don't know.
I know the priest hide behind his kitten, but where's the other one?
As I said, I've been tending the garden since we got back. It's been quite a trip. She tends to just disappear sometimes.
He looks down at Sylvia again. I had such plans for you. One of the only Von Lishkins that might have ascended and taken my place. You need malice to rule. He looks back at Yuska and Silas. What does it say for a king that does not punish those that speak ill of him?
What does it say for a king that has no mercy?
Oh, I prefer the forest. Things are much more simpler there. I can't really say.
Harlock reaches down. He picks up Sylvia. He puts them on the table in front of him. He leans up to you. Just so that you can hear him. I was like, look at your faces.
click ready just in case.
You're trying to impress me. You have failed. And he stabilizes you, preventing you from death saves. And he puts you over his shoulder. And he walks out to the door. He walks past the two of you. And with Sylvia on his shoulder, clicks. And he opens the door. And he walks. And he walks out with Sylvia on his shoulder. Leaving.
My internet crapped out for a second.
So it leaves Yuska in the room with Silas, who is on death's door. You're hiding in a barrel. And Lucan, you're in the church.
Wouldn't Benor follow?
Benor doesn't know what to do. So I'll give you guys a minute or two if you want to try to rush up and do anything before we end tonight's session.
I'm pretty much in no condition to do anything.
Lucan no longer knows what's going on, and he's too distracted with other things right now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, everything locked down for me. So if anything was important that was said, I can ask now.
Yep. The only thing that happened was Sylvia was carried out. Which
You have the opportunity to do something about it if you want, but yeah, Harlock's walking it with Sylvia. Silas is unconscious almost, and Benor is not doing anything. Ethan's
So,
hiding in a barrel,
is Sylvia still alive, and
Yes.
is that
Yep.
in a position where I can healing word?
No,
She's
he
carried away.
stable.
Harlock took Sylvia.
Yeah, he stabilized me and took me away.
Okay. Okay. Well then, I will instead burn all of my healing on Silas.
Okay. So last chance, you guys want to do anything before end of tonight's session? Anything you want to discuss quick on stream? I'm sure there'll be discussions after stream.
Do I need a character for next week? That's my question.
All right. Well, then that's tonight's episode. Rise of Harlock 26. That was a big banger of an ending. So thanks for watching, everybody. So the next stream is on Thursday. It'll be a little bit of DM prep, chill, making some maps, hanging out, getting Foundry ready for the Saturday game. This Saturday is it's kind of a weird stream. It's going to be a little bit of playing games, but we're going to do a like a session 0 for the Saturday campaign that's going to be starting up. Ocadian Odyssey at 8 o'clock. And then there'll be releases 5 times a week. Just keep on pumping stuff out. So if you enjoyed it and you're lurking, hit that follow button if you liked it. And we'll see you in the next one of what's going to happen. So have a good night. Later.
Later.
I'm going to mute myself real quick. I forgot to raid. Again.
Totally my fault.
Damn it.
I haven't ended the stream yet. We could raid IPA probably real quick.
Yeah, you
not
can do
even
it up until the point where you actually...
Yeah, I'm gonna raid IPA. If anyone's still
Yep.
here, let's raid that dude.
me get back on.
Give him some love. He's a part of the community.
Shit, I forgot.
Where's going live? Do you have going live? Is that gone?
I'm in an announcement.
Oh, announcement. Okay.
Let's do it. Where's he at? Raid channel.
Use restroom since 10. And I was like, oh no.
All right. So it should pop up in chat.
Well, I did feel like that gambit would have went a lot better.
Ready now.
That's
4
what the heck
players?
is going on here.
4?
These guys are killer. And as for like, you know, he's interested in what we find out from the entangled dragon board that's left over.